Welcome to OnCore Live 2022. I'm your host, Robin Bell, and we are really glad that you're here with us today. This is our second product and technology webisode, and we've got an exciting program for you today. So get ready for the latest trends and information to help you better serve your customers and grow your business. On today's webcast, we're going to focus on product technology and innovations in the building and construction industry and the continually evolving EV battery segment. You're going to hear about some impressive advancements in both segments, which are creating new opportunities for pressure-sensitive adhesive technologies. We're going to begin the conversation with Kevin Jewell, Avery Dennison, Product Manager for Building and Construction. Kevin's going to share with us the many opportunities for pressure-sensitive adhesives in building and construction, everything from interior surfaces to building envelopes. He's also going to give us insight into the trends that shape the segment, and he's going to introduce us to a newly formed team that's focused on PSA technologies in this space. Promises to be an interesting and fun conversation. So with that, I want to welcome Kevin to the show. Kevin, glad to have you with us today.
Thanks, Robin. Happy to be here.
Good. Let's get started. So will you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role with Avery Dennison's Performance Tapes?
Sure. I have been in the building and construction and tapes and film industry for over 25 years. I know that's hard to believe, but I've been in that for 25 years. I've been with Avery Dennison for the last year and a half. I recently moved into the product management role for building and construction. And what that means here is that not only managing the product side of it, but the overall business of that segment for us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. So the building and construction team, what's the importance of a new team dynamic?
Well, we're really excited about this. As we put the building and construction segment together and put a renewed focus on it, it was important to us to create a core team. You know, Avery Dennison is a large corporation, and it's important to have champions for different areas so that we can really bring the needs of our external customers inside, and that we can put together programs and products to address those. And so, you know, from our team, having Dave and Rebecca as cornerstones of that is critical. You know, Rebecca heads up our business development side, has significant years in the business, and is able really to understand our customers and what those needs are and bring it back to the organization. Where Dave really adds value is on the technical side of that. And he's been with Avery Dennison for over 20 years, and he can talk both the languages of the customer and internally for us. So these people in our team really act as advocates, and it allows us to really kind of identify, align, and execute. And that's really our path forward.
Rebecca and Dave both are dynamos for the team and a great part of the team. What do you mean when you say identify, align, and execute? Are you talking about a focus, or is this a mantra that the team follows?
It's really both, Robin. You know, for us, it encapsulates how we want to engage against this segment. So by identify, you know, we mean really understanding what the needs are of both the marketplace and our specific customers. And we do that by focus groups, by one-on-one conversations with both our existing customers, whether they be our strong converter program, or the OEMs that we work with. So through that, we're able to understand what the needs are and what the opportunities might be for the space. So then from the alignment standpoint, that's where the team really becomes important, because it allows us to look at our collective resources within Avery Dennison and see how do we put our programs and goods and services together to align to what those needs are in the market. And really the execute side of it, none of it's important unless you really put plans to execute and be successful and keep score on how you're doing. And through that, you know, we want to create opportunities for our core converters, for our industry-leading OEMs and for customers that we're not even doing business with yet, so that we, future customers, so that through this, if we execute properly, we're making those connections, we're adding value to our customers and the value and increasing their value to their respective customers.
So identify, align, execute, the trifecta. So in effect, it's a collaborative focus, and it really benefits the customer in making things a lot easier, and also the team as well. What else are you seeing in the building and construction segment that our viewers should know about?
Sure, and it's I like the slide on the nails and screws here, and certainly an important historical part of our business, the business of building and construction, and wish those people well. But we think we have a better mousetrap as it relates to how adhesives and tapes are used, and we're seeing more of that in varied applications. The requirements are becoming more stringent, both environmentally and in performance, and tapes and adhesives we feel are the next tech in this space to meet those needs.
Yeah, exactly. And I think in this slide we are talking historical sense.
Yeah.
So let's talk briefly about 2B and C areas where PSAs are creating new opportunities, interiors and exteriors. So first, why don't we talk a little bit more about the opportunities in interiors?
The first way we engaged our team was really looking at what we mean when we say construction, because that's a nebulous word that you ask 10 people and you'll get 11 different answers. And so it's important that we say what it means. And so we defined it as both interior and exterior from simple standpoints. But when we talk about interior, it's where are all the places on the inside of a building where adhesives and tapes and films can play an important part in how those are set up and established. And so you see everything from key parts of a home here. We're using residential in this example, but commercial could also fit that. So through our group, we've looked at this and said, where can adhesives and tapes be used in the inside of a building in place of former technologies? And so through that, we identified a need or needs, and we looked at our technologies. We brought together a collection of products. Some of them are products that are already in our offering, but not positioned properly. Others are new, permanent removables that Luke Johnson, who talks later, really helped us in the development of those type of products. So we've put together, and you can see this now on our website. So come Q4, there's going to be a launch of interior opportunities, and those are going to show, both our converters and our OEMs what we mean when we say interior surfaces and how we can, be a part of what they need to do.
So is this portfolio available, the interior surfaces portfolio, is that available now?
It is. And so you'll see on our website, we kind of call it a soft launch. This has been positioned on our website. A number of these products are part of our core series. So our converting partners will be familiar with a number of these products. And we've actually talked to some of our key core converters to see, do we have the right offering here? And that's helped us define what's there. So they'll see that. What there will be in Q4 is a full launch of this, where we're speaking not only to our converting partners, but to OEMs. And we've already started talking with some key interior surface OEMs and also specifiers. We find that architects are really important as you look into this. And so these sub-markets will have specific focus in Q4. And that's what we mean about execute. So not just putting this together, but then how do we engage both ourselves and how do our customers engage? And Q4 will be the full effect of that.
This is going to be a pretty exciting launch, I think. What about the opportunities around exterior solutions?
And that's the next big piece for us. Remember, we talked about it in simple terms, the inside and the outside. And so from an exterior standpoint, that's really going to be a big part of next year, of the next fiscal year of 2023, and launching in Q1. But we talk about the building envelope, and so what are all the different tapes and adhesives that can be used to seal buildings, also to allow buildings to breathe, but to put together things that will meet those needs. And there are a lot of changes coming in the building and construction side. You know, there's a push now towards more modular homes in North America, where a whole home is being, constructed in one space, as opposed to being built on a location that it will reside. So we find a good piece of our products will fit that. So a lot of the type of work we did with interior surfaces, we're now engaged on the exterior side of the building envelope. And so there are a host of products that we'll have as part of that. And one of those will really be our Cold Tough series.
Oh yeah, and you're going to be talking about this in the launch in Q1, right? 2023.
So the Cold Tough will be, as we'll talk about later, and Luke will talk about Flame Tough on the EV battery side. Cold Tough will have the same kind of prominence for us in our building envelope. And that's a patented adhesive structure that we have that has a wide operation range and operating range, and will allow for its use in a number of applications. And so that technology you'll see in a number of products for us as we get into Q1 of next year. And the construction business right now, it's, the markets as a whole are a bit of a challenge, but if you look at it, we have a CAGR going of just under 5% in this space, and construction will continue, both residential and commercial. And we do a lot of work already on windows and doors, and that will continue. And it's important, when I talked before about architects, is that we get spec'd in, so that allows our converters to be able to supply our products into their customers. So there's a lot of work that we're already underway on that hasn't been seen yet, that'll start to come into fold in Q1.
So the building envelope, let's talk about this. With the building envelope, you're looking at structural products that have to withstand some of the harshest conditions. How do PSAs have that kind of strength and durability?
Well, it comes through years of us doing work. If you think of the Fason side of our brand and what we do in HVAC and MI space, what we've learned in that is that those technologies have a place in other parts of building and construction, and that customers are looking for high quality products because they have to maintain themselves for years. And so our products go into a number of certifications, for UL certification where necessary, and then also both in Europe and North America, building requirements that are there. So these adhesives and structures have to withstand years and decades of exposure. And so our R&D team, our technical teams, the greater Avery Dennison, from an adhesive standpoint, from the ability to make tapes, we have an integrated solution in being able to supply those things into the building and construction side. And that gives us confidence that these products will maintain their integrity and help that construction site in the same.
Well said. This was a really interesting conversation, Kevin. You gave us a lot of great information about the building and construction segment, the new team, and Cold Tough technology. Thanks for spending time with us. Now, for more information on building and construction adhesives portfolio families, visit tapes.averydennison.com/building and construction. From all of us at OnCore Live, we want to thank you for joining us today.